recently, he found Gorbachev on the leading the Pope of Rome. First went and met the Pope of Rome. The devil top leaders went and met the Pope of Rome. That's the God of their world. You understand? Right. What do you think they were meeting for? How much time did we have? See, the Pope knows. Because like my mama said, they were taught. You can rule for 6,000 years, but in the 7,000 years, don't go trying to rule the black man. That's the black man's time. Don't try to rule it this time. So they went to the Pope, apparently, to find out how much time they have left. Whatever the Pope told them, they've been making some radical, drastic changes, haven't they? I mean, drastic. Shake out the whole world. You understand? I know the Pope told them, you don't have much time. The Pope told them, by the year 2000, we must have a united Christianity. We must all unite. All white people must be together as one to get ready for what? The war of Armageddon. The showdown between God and the devil. Isn't that what they say Armageddon is? A showdown between God and the devil. We see it shaping up right now. Do you understand? Now that you know who God is, the black man, and the white man is the devil, it's a showdown between the black man and the white man, and you see signs of it taking place all over the earth. Yes, take a look at those people again over there in South Africa. What would make them all of a sudden, I mean, they said we must give them their rights. We must free this man, free him, right? And here's a man in prison, been in prison for 26 years. He's making demands. He say, my man must be met before I take my freedom. That's a heavy talk. Isn't it? And they say, we're going to meet those demands. What does the devil come into that makes him all of a sudden see this, that he must do these things? What about the so-called Negro? You really told people, what's going to happen here? You better get yourself together. He said, when you see these things take place, you better stand in a holy place, for the time is at hand, even at the door. That's right. They have built to you the necessities of life. They made clothes for you and me. They built houses for you and me. They got our bread from the earth and given it to us because they were the gods. It was not because they were so kind and good to us, but they must rule as a god. They must give the people the necessities of life because they are the gods. We have no other gods to whom we could look forward to. Remember now, when you jump up and say, all right, I'm the God. All right, now when you say you're the God now, if you've got 30 million people, you've got to feed 30 million people and eat 3 times a day. You got to clothe 30 million people. And they wear all kinds of clothes. They want to change clothes 4 times a day, don't they? Got to furnish shoes for them, right? You have to control 30 million people. You better have come with some kind of power. You understand? 2 or 3 wild niggers, as they say, is hard to control. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you say you're God, you got to control and rule everything. That's what the white man has done, hasn't he? You start to think about it. Give him that power to rule, and he has ruled as a God, hasn't he? He come here to America and found the Indians. They thought this was their place, right? Give me this place here. You go over and sit in a reservation someplace. You don't know nothing to know. You live over here to teepee. Think about this now. Walking around on top of gold, and you understand? Walking around on top of coal. All kind of precious metals. To build kind of great things with. Think about this. You run there riding horses, and people are flying in the sky. And that's what he did, right? Come in and took the same place that the Indians had been in for 16,000 years and didn't build another good teeth. That's why God took it from you. Let the devil take it from you. You didn't do nothing with it, no. We gave it to you, you didn't do nothing with it. So when you're given something, you better start using it exactly. If you don't use it, what happens? You'll lose it. We have no other God to whom we could look forward. Our God was put to sleep to let the white God rule. How could the white God rule, the white man rule, if the black man is going to rule while he rules? 2 gods can't rule at the same time, right? The black man is self-created, and 2 gods cannot serve at one time. Think over that. Let's now consider this a little deeper. In the first place, one God was God of the universe. In the last place, one God is the God of the universe. Everything that is of life, and everything that is of material, or everything that is of matter in the universe, came from him. He created it. That first self-created black God named himself Allah. In the Holy Quran, it says that the white race Show us what you have created. What part of the universe have you created? None. No part. Well, then if you didn't create all of this that you are living on, why not serve our Lord? The white race, the devil said, I can't serve him. The black man said, you made him. You made him black. You made me of clay. I just can't bow to that. I wasn't made like that. You didn't make me to serve black. You made me to serve my white self. You made black serve me. Until they are raised up into the knowledge of who I am. Then that will be the end of me. In other words, you made them to serve me. You understand? Until they come into the knowledge of who I am. Then I can't rule the world. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. Look at our people. By this Sunday, going to the white church by the thousands. Wouldn't come. They won't take out 1 minute. They don't even give God and his messenger a hearing. Right. Think about it. All brainwashed, all wrapped up in their furs and bound up in their chauffeur-driven Cadillacs, going to hear what the devil, going under a cross, a tomb of death. Right. The sign of over the church that you know that this day is a sign of death, right? They all sit up in the church where people go cross, sign of death around their necks. Right. Walking around, making them look like, oh, I'm so wise, this cross around my neck. Old preacher, got a great big old gold cross hanging down on his belly, almost to his knees. Right? Just think about this now. Don't tell the people nothing. They go there and take their money there. Right? They congregate there. In the church every Sunday, it's just a social gathering. And the white man just laughs and he rides by to make sure that they're still asleep. When he rides by and sees all the cars all lined up, look at each other and said, Harry, you don't have to worry, we still got to ride by where the truth is, where Elijah's temple is. See there? You can't go in there. But he plans a plan, but Allah also plans a plan. That's right. Allah always gets what he goes after. Do you understand? Yes, sir. If the white man thinks he can take these so-called Negroes and make them do what he wants to do all the way, here's another thought coming. I'm like Mama told me, Allah's going to get every one. He's going to think that he saved every black person in America. He said he's going to get them all, but he didn't say what he's going to do. Right. The ones that he has to force, he's going to force them. It's every knee will bow. Every tongue will confess who the God is on that day. He's going to make them all bow down. Right. Along with the devils also. Yes, sir. He said, they'll think they're going to be saved. He said, but they're going to be calm. He said, what does God want? They were like on me. What does God want for the people? He had to force them to accept Jesus. Why would he want them in his kingdom himself in the world? Some people he had to force. They wouldn't submit willingly. They only submitted unwillingly. No, they wouldn't be divine chastisement. He said, well, when the devil sees me, he's going to think they all got saved. But let me know, no. You may think if you see a great unity taking place, don't think that everybody's going to be saved. Some of that group's going to catch hell. Make sure you ain't with the wrong group when the time comes. I'll repeat it again. Make sure you ain't on the wrong side when the time comes. Right. Do you understand? There will be one group saying, come and go this way, another saying, come and go that way. The one that goes that way, you understand, going to the Belgian Congo. They're almost ready to go there now. That's the way they have their hair cut, the way they're acting. They act like a bunch of wild people anyway. Right. So I can't serve you like God. I wasn't made like that. He didn't make me to serve black. He made me to serve my white self. He made black to serve me until the day they're raised up into knowledge of me. Now you won't win an excuse. Now you come into the knowledge of who you are and who the devil is. Is that clear? Yes, sir. The wicked world of the white race today actually does not want a God of righteousness, the self-government of justice and righteousness. This is because they love what they have, which is sport and play. Therefore, as in the Bible, Revelations 12:13, they are starving and hungry. The devil sees Allah, God's hand at work. They see it come upon them. Do you understand? Right. They are so upset that they are preparing their own destruction while thinking they are preparing for the destruction of others. The devils have been and still are leading people away from the true God and his true religion, Islam. They, the white race, have never wanted Islam for their religion because they cannot live the life of the righteous. They do not want the so-called Negro to believe in it, nor pray to Allah. Why? That is because Allah will answer prayer. Believing in Him and His religion will not only get us universal friendship, will get divine aid and help against our enemies. Just think over this now. You've been sitting around saying you believe in God, but you never even had no knowledge of who God is that you believe in. When you first came in this store this afternoon with your visitors, and I asked you, you believe in God? You say yes. In fact, all of you coming, is anyone here that don't believe in God? But if they ask you, who is the God that you believe in? And then they start answering for everybody on earth. In fact, they start answering for everybody in the universe. They're really wise. Oh, nobody knows who God is. They've met everybody on earth and had a little meeting with them, talked to them, checked them out. The average black foolish person that says this in Cleveland, some of them haven't even been out of Cleveland. You don't even know what they really believe in that. That's right, some people haven't even been as far as that. Is it the truth? And don't mention leaving out of this country. Haven't even never left the country. You don't know what black people believe. Or white people either in other parts of the world, right? But then you go and talk, oh, nobody has ever seen God. Nobody can see God. If you see God, you drop the empty sight of it. Why would you be looking for him then? Think about it. Oh, I hope the Lord comes. What are you waiting for? As soon as you see him, you're going to drop dead. If they say God is coming, you're going to drop dead to sight, you should run from him if you want to live, right? Isn't that what we believe? Don't you see how foolish and ignorant our people are? This place should be filled up, and they should be all around the aisle, all standing outside to hear this kind of a message. But they're blind, deaf, and dumb. You understand? As the Bible says, they have eyes but can see not. They have ears but can hear not. You understand? They have a mouth that don't know what to say. They remind me of that little saying about the monkey. Got his eyes covered. I can't see nothing. Got to cover his eyes up, right? I don't want to hear nothing. Can't hear nothing and can't say nothing. And can't do nothing. Cover himself up everywhere. I can't do nothing. That's right, you can't see and you can't hear. You can't talk, you can't do nothing else. We need a God who will help us and answer our prayers in His promise. And that is not only mystery God. Not a deity crucified Jesus 2,000 years ago. We must remember that to get something worthwhile, we must be willing to sacrifice all that we have. He that sacrifices little will gain little. Right. He that sacrifices much will gain much for his sacrifice. The present world of white people have had their time. They have gone over their time to rule. Nevertheless, they still want to rule or destroy the idea of someone else ruling, as shown by their preparations made for the total destruction of the human family of earth. They both they can destroy the present total population of our earth 30 times over again and again. I want you to know the Facebook is when our Lord comes to destroy them and turn the rulership back into the black man, what the white man decided to do. When he sees that day coming, his plan is to destroy himself and everybody else on earth. Think about it. Another round, I'm not going to let God come. You let me rule my time, but when your time comes, I'm not going to give it up like you gave it to me. I'm going to kill you and everybody else. We're going to blow up everything. That's what the scientists thought that created physics, that made the moon. He had that same thought 66 trillion years ago, a scientist thought. Do you understand? I can't have my way, then I'm going to blow up everybody. Right. So he drilled a hole into the center of the earth, filled it with high explosives, 100 times more powerful than anything they have nowadays, this kind of time. And when he says, oh, Allah allows him to do it, and let the fool blast himself and all this part was on that part, blast himself way off there about 200,000 miles away from this part, and then brought all the water back to this part. He said, those fools out there, the ones that survived the explosion, he said, they only had enough water to last for 6 years. Think about this now. Give them something to think about. They had a lot to think about. In 6 years now, we can't get no water. Then he made the earth, the moon, a slave to the earth. Made it rotate around the earth. Why is the Lord taking around the earth?